Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
On the first day of January, 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold in the land of open tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was all of 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears. But that's not the isle I left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle I'll never see again. But the Isle of home is always on my mind. In her little bag she carried all her past and history, and dreams of the future in the land of liberty. And courage is the passport when your old world disappears, 'cause there's no future in the past when you're 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears. But that's not the isle I left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle I'll never see again. But the Isle of home is always on my mind. When they closed Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And in springtime, when I came here and I stepped onto its piers, I thought of how it must have been when you're only 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears. But that's not the isle I left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of pain,
All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest today is Aideen O'Donnell. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be back.
Been decades.
Yes, decades we can say. Awesome. Oh, it's wonderful to be back. I remember it was like yesterday, and a lot of things have happened.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Tell us about that song.
Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears is a beautiful emigration song by Brendan Graham, who's one of Ireland's finest writers today. He's still living. And a lovely piece that he wrote about Annie Moore. She was the first person to go through Ellis Island, not the first Irish person, first person. And she was only 16 years old. So it was quite something for her. And she had to build a life for herself, like a lot of people did. And it's a lovely song. A very moving piece too. Means a lot to myself. I touched down in Kennedy Airport at 19, which was what, like 10 years ago? No. And this has been a great country. A lot of openings and things have happened for me, which I'm very thankful for.
We're glad you came.
Thank you.
What else would you like to play for us?
Let me see. I have a great piece. Being a native of Dublin, I can't leave this out. No way. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. Now they both wheel their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now a ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying the cockles and the mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and the mussels, alive, alive, oh. Thank you. Thank you so much. I always play that song, being a native of Dublin.
Beautiful.
And of course the statues at the end of Grafton Street of Molly Malone. It's a little song. Have you been to Ireland?
I have not.
No. Well, you'll get there one day. Great place. Great place to go to. For a good old drink, as they say. And singing and music.
I hope to go.
Yeah. It'll be awesome.
You have a long list of awards that you've won.
Yeah.
All Ireland Harp Champion?
Yes, yes. And the who's who of American teachers too, actually, since I've been here, and who's who of entrepreneurs, musical entrepreneurs, which I was very thrilled to win and to be part of, and also the All Ireland Harp Voice competition. So proud of that. And the Tailteann Games was my first competition, and won the biggest big medal, and beautiful. It was it was a big musical competition in Ireland back in the 70s. I was about how old I won't say, but that was the beginning of harp. I was about 13 years old. Yep. But since I've been here, a lot of great things I've done, like that I've won. So I'm happy about that.
The New York competitions?
The New York competitions is the New York Harp and Voice competition I won too, which is the FLA competition, the Irish competition. I won that as well for 2 years. And harp and voice has been, I've always loved that. Of course, I started with piano and violin, and then I went into harp. My grandmother was a harpist, and she did Aeolian art, and that was recitation of poetry to music. I never met her. She died young. I wish I had, to be passed it on to her. And but there was something in me had to continue with the harp.
And we're glad you did.
Thank you. Thank you. My mother's from the north. She's from County Down. She's from Newry in County Down. So I'll do a little song from the North Belfast city. How about that?
Great.
You can bash in if you want. If you want, I do that one in E flat. Do you have your E flat with you? I don't know if we do. Tell me, ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please would you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, oh, the boys are fighting for her. Knocking on the door and then ringing on the bell. Said, oh, my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Al Johnny Moody says she lies, she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. Let the wind and the rain and the hay blow high, and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own way by and by. When she gets a have her own, oh, she won't go mad till he comes home. Albert Mooney she loves still, it is Albert Mooney she loves still. And tell me, ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please would you tell me who is she? Hey. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for joining in.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We should let folks know how they can find out more about your recordings and your performing schedule.
Yes.
And are you still teaching?
I'm still. Oh yes, I still teach privately at home, and I'm also part of the school district of the Chathams. I do. I'm a paraprofessional in school with children up to 5th and 6th grade. So I love that. I love working with younger children and helping them. But I teach privately in my home. I teach via piano and harp, and I do harp ensemble, and we do summer harp camp as well. So my home is in Chatham, so you can contact me through aideeno'donnell.com. That's my website, and I will get back to you.
Right.
And the information is there about any concerts that I'm giving. I do a lot of stuff for libraries too, so check that out, please do, because I'd love to meet you if anybody can come.
What else would you like to play for us?
Let me see. There is Since I met you last, I had a daughter. I had a lovely, lovely daughter, and she'll be turning 21 next month. And a wonderful girl, and going to college. I can't believe it. I don't know where the time was flown. So it must have been good. So they say time flies when you're having fun, is that what they say? So I wrote this lovely song for her, and it's called She Came Into My Life. Excuse me, now that tune this. Many times people say I wish they took up the flute, but won't complain. There you go, you got a tuning lesson. All right, excuse me. She came into my life on that pleasant day, and how I really felt, words cannot explain. She came into my life on that special day, and I can only say what a miracle she is. My whole life she has changed in a precious way. She's everything I do and everything I say. I never really thought life would be so sweet. She brought sleepless nights and laughter and joy. There were many times I sat and thought, there were many times I felt distraught, but now I sing in thankfulness and joy. Now I look ahead with many open dreams, and help her to fulfill as many as can be. She started from the top like a mountainous stream. Wherever she goes, I'll be there by her side. Wherever she goes, I'll be there by her side. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
I'm a new grandfather twice.
Oh, congratulations.
I have one granddaughter that's 13 months old today,
Oh,
and one that's
well, there's a reason to sing that. Awesome.
and one that's 3 months old today.
Oh my goodness, fantastic. It means I never thought I would have children, because there's a lot of reasons, but I did, and she came into my life, and it meant the world to me. And she's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and so talented. I'm so proud of her. Thank God. They're doing really well. Can't complain.
Nothing better than that.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's definite.
What else have you got for us?
What else? I am going to, let me see. I have a nice, hold on. I'd like to do an instrumental for you. This was, it's actually was written for the concert harp, but I'm going to do it on this harp. How about that?
That's allowed.
That's allowed, okay. I came here to study the concert harp with Leona Paulson, and who has now passed, a great teacher, fabulous teacher. And but I pass on what she taught me, let me tell you. It was written for the concert harp, but I'll play it on this, it's called the Little Fountain. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, we just have time to thank you for being our guest on Horses Sing None of It.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
And maybe we could take it out with that song we practiced.
The Lowlands, yes, a lovely song. There's a lot of pieces that I play. People want to do diddly diddle dum, diddle dum, whatever, and the Irish Eyes and all that stuff, which I do. I love doing it. But there's some beautiful pieces that people don't hear. And I appreciate you having me on this evening. It's been a pleasure. And I'd like to sing it for them, for everybody. It's the Lowlands of Holland. Let me just get this into the key right now. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Our pleasure.
This won't be the last time. Oopsie. Excuse me. Yeah, tuning lesson. No harm. On the night that I was married, and upon my marriage bed, there came a bald sea captain, and he stood at my bed head, saying, arise, young married man, and come along with me to the lowlands of Holland to fight the enemy. Now Holland is a lovely land, and upon it grows fine grain. Sure it is a place of residence for a soldier to remain, where the sugar cane is plentiful and the tea